Hey guys, Ryan Earnhardt here from CreativeSoundLab.tv, where audio recording is an art form. Well, today I want to talk to you about headphone amps. I get this asked a lot, some just basic questions, connections, what do I use for this and for that. Today I'm going to be addressing what I've been using for headphones. I've had the Aphex HeadPod 4 for about 3 months now. It's really been fantastic. The best thing about it, the amount of inputs that it has and how loud it can actually make a pair of headphones get. Input-wise, we have 3 different inputs. I feed it using a couple different line outs from my interface. So it goes line out into the box here. We have left and right analog, which is 2 different 1/4 inch jacks. If you only have a mono signal, great, you can just run it right in. It feeds both headphones. If you use both jacks, then you get left and right. If you have a stereo TRS cable coming in, then it'll go to analog 2. Having both is really nice. I've had it where I only have the one, the stereo single jack. So I have to figure out how to solder. I have to buy a cable because my interface has 2 different left and right line outs, and I have to get it down to 1 single 1/4 inch plug. It's kind of a pain in the butt. This has definitely been a lot nicer just to have the left and right. It is 2 cables, but it's nice not to have to make a new cable just to run into a headphone amp. The analog 2 is actually nice if I just want to come in and jam and play some music directly into here. I actually don't like firing up a bunch of equipment just to play some drums as a drummer. I'd rather just keep it simple, keep it local to whatever I can reach around the kit. Metronome, CD player, iPhone input. Input 3 is a digital input, so depending on the interface, SPDIF, so that's available for you. Definitely handy to have. Something like this, it's definitely a great investment I see in the long term. 10 years from now, I imagine having a ridiculous amount of headphones at a particular session. I'll probably have several of these to power all the different headphones. And let me just kind of give you maybe some insight onto why this would even affect the sound of your recordings. If you don't have enough volume at, say, a pair of monitors, or you don't have enough volume to actually monitor in a pair of headphones, then what you have to end up doing is you have to get the signal from somewhere. And so a lot of engineers will end up turning up the microphone. The best practice is to turn up the headphones or turn up the monitors and leave the microphone down low. A quick word on this, I usually record at about -20 from digital clipping. This is to emulate the analog headroom of gear. So if you look at any manual of analog gear, you'll look at the tech specs and they'll say something about 20 and up, 20 dB and higher of headroom. With the digital interfaces and such, you really have to build in that headroom. You have to think, okay, I want that headroom. There's nothing above 0, so I have to kind of aim for about -20. Real life, I probably hit -15, okay, I'll be honest, but you gotta really build in that headroom and keep your mics kind of soft. So what this ends up being is your musicians end up craving more volume in the headphones. They can't hear the vocal mic, for example, and then you have to make a decision, okay, do I turn up the mic? How do I fix this? Well, having a good, strong headphone amp is really important. If you don't have enough juice in the headphones, what do? So turning up the signal at the monitoring place, headphones, monitors, in this case headphones, ensures that you make everybody happy. You can make the musicians, the vocalists happy. You can keep your mics nice and low with tons of headroom, and you really get a great recording that's tight and punchy all across the audio spectrum. So I'd love to hear if you have any thoughts on this, if you've had any stories yourself of fighting with levels with headphones. They can really be kind of a nightmare sometimes. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. This is just a quick word about what I've been using here, Aphex HeadPod 4. It's been a really great headphone amp for me for the past several months. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.